Hi, I'm Marion with A Fulfilled Journey. Today we're going to take a stroll through the garden, but first I want to give you a little information. The lot size is 50 feet wide and 130 feet deep. On that we have a house, a barn, a greenhouse, and a huge crepe myrtle tree that's about 25 feet across. So you can imagine I don't have a lot of space. So I hope you'll fix a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, sit back and relax, and we're going to go for a walk. We're going to start the tour with the kitchen garden. So you can see that the area around the fountain is in the process of being restored. So I had a lavender there, which was the wrong plant in the wrong place, and it got so big that you couldn't even see the fountain any longer. So just took those out. I'm just going to put in an annual herb bed there. Here I have root vegetables planted, and you'll see that we put in irrigation this year. Here radishes, peas. I just put in tomatoes, so hope the peas hurry up. This is a lettuce bed that I actually planted in the fall, so it's just getting ready to bolt, but it still has some beautiful romaine lettuce in there. This one I just pulled out most of the lettuce from the fall and planting it with right now eggplant, and then I'll put some carrots in. Here we have peppers, mint, and the perennial herb bed. I do have a ring barrel in this part of the garden also. And here's our patio. I'm hoping that this video gives you a good idea of the size of my urban backyard and what I was able to accomplish. So here I have a mulberry tree. Clematis is finally doing really well. It's been a couple of years, and so now it's taking off. I think the irrigation is helping with that. They do require a lot of water. In this part of the yard, I've got garlic, some herbs, and a grape arbor. I'm going to take you up the side yard and show you what we did with a shady area that had drainage issues. So the drainage issues started up here because there's no gutter on this bay window. And I created a stream bed that will go down to a rain garden. And now we'll walk back and show you the rain garden. And there it is. I have an apple tree planted on the edge of it, so it's not in the rain garden. I have a fig tree here. Just put in this new bed for sweet potatoes this year. The rain garden has done a great job. When we first moved here, we had no grass. We restored the house, and it did a lot of damage to the yard, packing the soil down. And so a lot of work had to be done. And it looks like a level yard until it rains really hard, and then it was all pooling right here. So I was able to move most of the water in that direction. And it will drain, even if it's full, it will drain within 24 hours. It's very helpful to keep it out of the drains because we do live close to the bay. And so it's a good idea to try to retain most of the water that you have on your property. So this area is a space that we fixed up to relax. Not that we get to do that very often, but we try. And there's the greenhouse. It's gotten a lot of work this year. It's not cleaned out. Everything is out ready to be put in the ground. I'll just give you a quick look. I placed the rain barrel in here, and we have a hose close by so that I can keep it full during the winter. Comes in really handy. There's our lovely crepe myrtle. It's so beautiful. Takes up a lot of space, but I wouldn't get rid of it. It takes you to the back, because this is actually the work area of my yard. There's some blackberries along here. And here is the compost area. I've almost finished using up what was in this bin. And this one I've used for leaves. This had topsoil in it because I needed to mix some soil for the new raised beds and a mulch. And this bed has tomatoes planted. And this honeysuckle is a native. We put that in about 2 years ago. It's so beautiful. If I can get you a close-up of the flower, because they're pink on the outside and yellow on the inside. Isn't that beautiful? And speaking of beautiful, we planted this rose about 2 years ago. This is the first year that it has just been so full. Isn't that great? It'll eventually go across the whole pergola, which would be lovely. Unfortunately, it only blooms for a short period of time, but it's well worth it. And here I have some clematis. Oops. There's a peach tree. Now you get another view. Look at the cluster of roses on that. It's incredible. Okay, and now this side of the garden that we've been through is mostly ornamental. So lots of perennials, some fruit trees, and here's a rose getting ready to bloom. Hydrangea. And now I'm going to show you the area that really does the most work as far as vegetables are concerned. So I have cabbage, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts in this area, along with some eggplants. Eggplants just got planted. We had a cold spell, and so I had been hardening them off. And they got a little chillier than they liked, although it wasn't a frost, but so I'm hoping now that it's warming up, it's going to be 80 today. There's some Swiss chard, so gorgeous. We put in this new bed for tomatoes this year. It's shady in the morning, but it does get a lot of sun until evening. That is an out of control strawberry bed. So I'm going to let it stay out of control until we get strawberries picked, and then I'm going to remove the small ones and dig up the older ones and start replacing them, because they've been here for 4 years, almost 4 years. So this will be time to start moving out the old ones. You can see there are little baby strawberries. And that is my potato bed back there. I have some peppers in here. some beautiful calendula. This arbor is planted with a muskmelon that will go over top of it. And there's another view of the gorgeous rose. There's a blueberry right there. I'm going to be planting the containers today, so you'll get to see that on the next tour. So I will be repeating tours throughout the season to let you see how the garden changes. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I have, so I hope to see you soon. Bye.